Good afternoon, everybody. Anthony Aniano here from RotoBaller Radio and rotoballer.com with your fantasy baseball waiver wire for the week beginning Monday, May 20th. As always, recording this the Thursday before, so recording this on Thursday, May 16th. So obviously, numbers can change, percentages can change between now and the time you watch the video. Using Yahoo roster percentages as our talking point, trying to keep it to players who are rostered in 50% or less of leagues, available in 50% or more of leagues. So let's dive into it on the hitter side of the waiver wire here, and start in Seattle with Luke Raley. First base outfield eligible, 9% rostered as of this Thursday evening, available in 91% of leagues. Over the last 14 days, Luke Raley is hitting .375 with 3 home runs, 8 RBIs, 8 runs scored, and has even thrown in 2 stolen bases, hitting 5th or 6th usually in that Seattle lineup. Will sit against the tough lefty occasionally, but is still on the strong side of the lefty-righty platoon. On the season now, his batting average is up to .276 with those 3 home runs we mentioned, 11 RBIs, and 11 runs scored. 3 stolen bases total on the season. His OPS is a respectable .741. His on-base percentage sits at .315. Strikes out about 29% of the times, a little higher than I would like. Last season, if you remember, for Tampa Bay, Luke Raley hit .249 with 19 home runs and 14 stolen bases. This is a fringe 2020 guy, more of a 15-15 type of guy. First base, outfield, corner infield eligible, also utility bat, swinging a hot bat over the last 14 days. Also available, Nolan Fontana of the Los Angeles Angels, 5% rostered in Yahoo formats. Available in 95% of leagues. I've got him in tout as my utility player. I've got him in a few other leagues as a corner infielder. Over the last 14 days, he's hitting .277, 2 homers, 5 RBIs, 5 runs scored, hitting leadoff for the Los Angeles Angels. Batting average is now up to .244 on the season and flashing a little bit of pop with 4 home runs, 15 RBIs out of that leadoff spot, and 13 runs scored. I love the hit tool in terms of contact. He's struck out less than 17% of the time this year. 16.8 reminds me, and I said this on SiriusXM, reminds me of a John Olerud type of hitter where he's not going to win you any leagues, but he's also not going to lose them for you. Love him as a corner infielder more than a traditional first baseman. On-base percentage on the season sits at .320. OPS at .676. The problem with Nolan Fontana, needs to show more power. Terrific contact, start driving the ball in the gaps, some doubles, some home runs, and you'll see his value really take an uptick. Staying with the Los Angeles Angels, if you're looking for middle infield help, maybe you lost Trey Turner, Zack Neato of the Los Angeles Angels, shortstop eligible, middle infield eligible, 15% rostered. An interesting power-speed combination for a middle infielder. On the season, 4 home runs, 6 stolen bases. Does he give you 15-15 by the end of the season? That means about 10 more of each there for the former 2022. Spent a short amount of time in the minor leagues. Came up last year, about a year. It's kind of like Nolan Fontana. Both of those players, minimal minor league experience, fast tracked to the major leagues by the Los Angeles Angels. Zack Neato, like I said, 4 homers, 6 stolen bases on the year. Over the last 14 days, he's hitting .279 with 2 of those 4 home runs and 2 of those stolen bases. He's got 14 runs scored. He's got 14 RBIs. On-base percentage needs to improve. It's at .297. That's a little low for my liking. Strikes out a little too much, 27% of the time, but the power and speed makes him interesting, hitting 8th in that Angels lineup. And finally, at the major league level, take a look at Shea Langoliers if you're looking for a catcher. Surprisingly, only rostered in 38% of formats. Makes him available in 62% of leagues. Now, on the season, he's only hitting .218. But over the last 14 days, the Oakland catcher has been hot, hitting .318 with 3 home runs. On the season, the power plays. He's up to 9 home runs on the season and 24 RBIs. 24 RBIs out of the catcher's spot in mid-May needs to be rostered in more formats. The reason he's not, the batting average is only .218 and the on-base percentage is .272. In a 2-catcher format in the 15-league tout mixed league, he is my second catcher along with Cal Rayleigh. So again, he's a power play. I don't want to say a 1-tool player. Let's call it 2 power and RBIs. OPS is the highest of anybody on the list today at .768. Now his strikeout rate is down. Last year, it was about 29%. This year, it's a more a respectable, even better than respectable, 22.4%. He's hitting fourth in that Oakland Athletics lineup. So he's there to hit the ball far, hit the ball deep, and drive in runs. And that's what Langoliers is doing. And like we said, available in 62% of formats. Now, if you're looking for a minor leaguer, last week I mentioned Junior Caminero. And keep in mind, over the last week, Caminero getting some playing time at second base in the Rays minor league system. That being said, this week's minor leaguer, take a look at Jason Dominguez of the New York Yankees. Okay, played last year for the Yankees and played well. Okay, he clearly established himself as a part of the Yankees' future when he hit last season 258 with 4 home runs, 7 RBIs, and a cup of coffee. End of the year, torn UCL, needed Tommy John surgery. He's now beginning a rehab assignment for the Yankees. After that, the reports are he will go to AAA after his rehab time is up. He is the Yankees' number 3 overall prospect. He's Major League Baseball's number 54 overall prospect, according to Fangraphs. And he's going to need help to get some playing time at the Major League level. Yankees are playing good ball. Giancarlo Stanton is DHing. The outfield of Soto, Verdugo, and Judge is all producing. It's going to take an injury from somebody to get Jason Dominguez on the Major League roster. But if you have a minor league spot available, I would hold on to Jason Dominguez if he's available. Right now, he's rostered in 30% of Yahoo leagues. It makes him available in 70% of leagues. But an injury, and we know Giancarlo Stanton has dealt with injuries before, would clear the path for Dominguez to come up and get immediate playing time. Trent Grisham, the Yankees' 4th outfielder, will remain, in my opinion, the 4th outfielder. Dominguez would get the opportunity to start. Now, on to the pitching side of things. Reese Olson of the Detroit Tigers, 38% rostered, available in 62% of leagues. Over the last 2 weeks, he's got 15 strikeouts in 19 innings pitched, with an ERA that's minuscule at 0.47. A whip that is minuscule at 0.53. The issue, no wins, not only over the last 14 days, he doesn't even have a win on the season. And he doesn't have a win on the season even though he's got 41 strikeouts in 47 and a third innings, and an ERA on the season of 2.09, and a whip under 1 at 0.99. 7.8 Ks per 9 innings. A batting average against for Reese Olson of 187. Forget about the wins. When he's out there, he is pitching well. Teams are struggling to hit him. ERA is low. Whip is low. Okay? Strikeout rate could be a tad higher, but I'm okay with it. Now, he's got a 2-start week starting next week, starting the week Monday, May 20th. Monday, May 20th against the Kansas City Royals. And then Saturday, May 25th against the Toronto Blue Jays. Another 2-start pitcher for the upcoming scoring week, the rookie Robert Gasser of the Milwaukee Brewers. The team's number 8 overall prospect. The lefty is only rostered in 21% of Yahoo leagues. He's available in 79% of them. At the major league level this year, he's got 6 strikeouts in 11 innings pitched. Only 4.9 Ks per 9 innings, but we'll address that more in a minute. But in his 2 starts at the major league level, he's pitched to a 0.82 ERA, a 0.82 whip, and he has picked up a win in both of his starts this year. Okay? His batting average against, low as well, at an even 200. Teams are not hitting him. Now, the strikeout rate, right now you're saying, Anthony, he's only striking out less than 5 batters per 9. I don't like that. At the minor league level this year in AAA, he had 17 strikeouts in 12 innings pitched. 12.75 Ks per 9 innings. The strikeout ability is there. It will come. Be patient. But right now he is pitching to contact, pitching effectively, and teams, like I said, only hitting 200 against him. Now his 2-star week starts on Tuesday, May 21st against the Miami Marlins. Sign me up for that, and then follows it up Sunday, May 26th against the Boston Red Sox. My next starting pitcher comes out of Tampa Bay, Taj Bradley of the Tampa Bay Rays. 43% rostered, my highest rostered player of all my starting pitchers this week. He's available in 57% of leagues. I have him in TGFBI, I believe, also in some Yahoo formats. He's been terrific in his 2 starts since coming off the injured list where he started the season. 13 strikeouts in 11 innings pitched, 10.6 Ks per 9 innings. In 2 AAA starts, 11 innings, he was averaging about 12.3 Ks per 9. He's pitched to a 2.45 ERA and a whip of 1 over those 11 innings, over those 2 starts. He's picked up a victory, and batting average against, like Robert Gasser, sits at an even 200. Terrific number there. 2-start week coming up for Taj Bradley as well. Monday, May 20th against the Boston Red Sox, and Sunday, May 26th against the Kansas City Royals. Now, if you're looking for saves, you're hunting and pecking for saves, 2 closers to keep in mind. Milwaukee, Trevor McGill, rostered in 45% of leagues, so he's available in 55%. Over the last 14 days, 4 innings pitched, 4 strikeouts, 4 saves. Okay, he's got 3 4s on the board. Does it play? Yes, it does. The saves play. ERA is at 1.69 over those last 4 days, over those last 4 games. On the season now, 8.44 Ks per 9 innings with 10 strikeouts and 10 2/3, and up to 5 saves on the season. His batting average against on the season is a 184. And finally, my final closer to mention, Jalen Beeks of the Colorado Rockies. Not the strikeout pitcher we usually see in a closer role, only 6.2 Ks per 9 innings. But over the last 14 days, 5 1/3 innings, 4 strikeouts, also 4 saves. His entire 4 saves for the season now, as he's taken over that closer role over those last 2 weeks. His ERA sits at 2.21 on the season with a 1.18 whip. So to recap, my waiver wire ads for the week beginning Monday, May 20th. Hitters, Luke Raley, Nolan Fontana, Zack Neato, Shea Langoliers, and your minor leaguer, Jason Dominguez of the Yankees. On the pitching side of things, Reese Olson, Robert Gasser, Taj Bradley, and closers, Trevor McGill and Jalen Beeks. Folks, don't forget to head over to rotoballer.com right now. Sign up today for any of our premium passes, whether it's baseball the rest of the way, the upcoming NFL season. Use the promotional code ACES when you check out. Save at checkout using that code, whether it's baseball, football, basketball, NASCAR, PGA, MMA, you name it, sports betting, daily fantasy sports, season-long fantasy sports, whatever it is, rotoballer.com has you covered. Like and subscribe right here to the RotoBaller YouTube channel. Download the RotoBaller app. It is free, so take advantage of that. And give me a follow on Twitter at Aniano Fantasy. As always, everybody, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time right here on RotoBaller Radio.